What? This isn't weird. It's not weird for me. You don't have to make it weird for you. Right now, nobody's on, so it doesn't matter. People will see this later, though. So, all right. I have to set you guys up on the computer. You know how to do. All right. Plug in the cable from the TV. See what happens. Ta-da! What I was looking for. Refresh. I do want it muted. I want to do pop-out chat. Holy moly. There's a lot of people on already. Wow. Hi, Scuba Steve. Hi, Line Cook Thor. JM Rio 777. Hey, you're getting to see a live feed. Let me know how the sound is. You've been having problems with your audio, with my audio. Michelle, Big Dog, Marlene, McEachern, Marlene, McEachern. I don't know how to say your last name. Grey House Haunts, Rob O'Brien, Kiss Fan, Stanley, Big Dog, Ross. Woohoo! You've been waiting for it all day, Davids. Darren Reed, Chad. Good evening. Hello, Planet Awesome. Happening Mojo is on. Thailand? Is that where you're at? Yes, I do love me some werewolves. There are so many. Hello, Stacy. Cobwebs Candlesticks, Spook Shack, Nick, Junior Luna, Colt, let's just say Junior. Yeah. Okay, hi everybody. All I had to say was werewolf. Yeah, you guys are on it. Okay, we get you to 300. That's the percent, that way it's bigger words. So, I look a fright. Let's be real.
I think you look lucky.
Thanks, wife. It's going very well. Things are going fine. Life is good. I'm going to close the door. My wife hates closing doors. Hates it. For the record, my wife just gave me the finger. That happens sometimes. Yeah, did off camera, so I'm still within YouTube's guidelines.
Whatever.
All right, so we have to do some werewolf. First thing I need to do is I have to base out a moving jaw werewolf so I can paint it later. You know what? I have one already based out. I'm tricking the world. Say hi to everybody, wife.
No. I didn't really give him the finger. I just kind of.
She gave me the UK
finger.
version of the finger.
Yeah.
Is what she did.
I have to make it a little classier.
Yeah, way classier.
Do you have a?
Let's call it an outlet.
An outlet, you will call it?
Don't call it an outlet. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my years. That was LL Cool J.
Are you sure?
Wasn't it LL Cool J? I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I like this.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. How to get the wife plugged in?
Picked up water today. Big waters.
I did. Honey, you are way behind on comments.
Started without me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said start without me.
So you did. Okay.
That time I listened.
Sean, I see you, Sean. Having some PayPal issues today.
PayPal.
So
It's the jerk.
I cannot invoice you tonight until they fix their problems. And but I have your. Sean has bought the carnivore, the original carnivore.
He did. He's
Sean
like, I want
got
it.
And I've got your order prepped. As soon as PayPal allows me, I will have the rest of it ready for you. So thank you for your patience on that. Apologize. And but he's yours. I've got him set up. So Sean gets the original. I'm much obliged. There you are.
I just put my hand down on top of a very hot soldering iron.
That was karma.
And I didn't yell or nothing.
That was karma.
Was it karma? I
For
didn't do
being
nothing
so
to you,
bad to
lady.
your wife. Okay.
No, which I'm your wife.
Where did you answer anything? I have lots of hellos.
Last one I have is
Hello.
everyone was creeping for you to start. My big dog.
Lots of highs. Hello. Sound is good here. Highlight of my day right here. Thank you, Nick.
Hooray.
Let's see. Saying hello. I like the beginning of romp. It's like the beginning of Romper Room. You're correct.
It's crazy in here.
Happy
Hold
Mojo
on.
from
Romper
Thailand.
Room had a very specific beginning. What happened at the beginning of Romper Room? Oh man. I know I didn't really like that show as a kid. It did not have the content that I desired. That much I knew. Have to away this
so
heavy dragon toy.
Happy Mojo is from Thailand, Bangkok. That is
Thailand.
pretty awesome. I love that we're talking to people all over the world. All you had to say was werewolf, and we all came running. That's Tina Robinson.
Hooray with the
Jordan,
wolves.
hello. Seriously, if I ask you to make something for free, what could I do to pay you? Jordan.
Jordan, you want me to make you something for free? What would you like me to make you for free? I'm just curious.
Christine Fisk. I'm terrified of werewolves. Won't be able to sleep tonight.
I work with a makeup artist at Dark Hour, and she has like a werewolf phobia. So she does not work. She doesn't like to work the werewolf show, and when I'm suited up as a wolf man, it's right out. She doesn't like it at all. 2 out of 10. She does not recommend. I need another pet here. I was going to make some hats for gravediggers, but that's kind of boring, so I'm not doing that. We're going to do werewolves because werewolves are cooler. That's why.
We love lichens. Werebear power.
I need a werewolf.
Wife. Hi. Everybody's calling me wife. Hello, Rob. Hi, everybody. Hi, Gray House Haunts. Hi, Wifey. Hi, Chad. Ezekiel. Hello. Hope you're all safe and well. Hello, Tina. I hope beef stew is in the crock pot.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
That sounds awesome. That's Cobwebs and Candlesticks, who has laid claim to a shark mask that isn't even made yet.
Tomorrow, honey, I may fall off the wagon and get myself pizza for dinner. That's a possibility.
Well, you doing that when I'm working is not the nicest thing.
Well, I don't want to make you fall off a wagon.
Are you craving?
This fat boy could use some carbs.
Let's see. Before you can. Hello. Making the tears rain down like a monsoon, says Plastic Ninja. Plastic Ninja! What a pleasure to hear from you.
Yeah.
You have been the subject of our last 2 hours.
We packaged up your box.
Your gravedigger is packed up, and you have, well, go ahead.
I drew you some special box art.
You have special box art, and you have a little surprise.
So, honey, What color does this? Is this werewolf's hair?
Which werewolf are we talking?
This is a moving jaw werewolf.
He will be.
You know if he has flesh-colored
This is going to
skin
be
or gray skin.
Brian Page's is going to be a brown moving jaw.
He'll be
werewolf.
brown?
He's going to match the Krampus
Perfect.
for a brown
Yep.
fursuit. So he
Okay.
has to be brown. He has to match the Krampus so they are interchangeable.
That changes a couple things,
Okay.
but not a ton. It changes a ton, but that's okay. We're good with it.
Okay. Is Quint under the bag? Cobwebs and candlesticks? He was not named Quint.
He was named Megalodamned. Like a megalodon shark, but it's damned. Megalodamned. Yes.
Looks like that's what they picked.
It is under the bag. And you can see I have some strategic holes in it right here around the mouth because I actually want the teeth to firm up. Once they firm up, then I can detail them a little more. So, yes, there's a bag over his head, and his mouth is showing, which is kind of a scary look all by itself. I have to do this werewolf in such a way.
He has to match the Krampus and the hairsuit so they're interchangeable.
Yes, with long hair. Is he on?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I see.
All right.
I do not see him.
Because I might have another way to do it.
Okay,
I'm gonna do
making
it
my
that
way down the here while you are.
Okay.
Online werewolf convention, says Ezekiel.
Yes, those are my favorite kind.
Glad you're on. Gotta say, you interrupted me watching you build a baby Yoda.
Oh, how dare I?
Nick Kreider says, does this make furries? Ooh.
Well, it depends on what you're doing while you're watching me make werewolves.
Isn't being afraid of werewolves another word for fear of canines?
No, because you could, fear of mannequins isn't a fear of people. It's very specific.
Hello from your friends at Roosevelt Hill Cemetery in New Jersey.
Hooray!
That is great. Shark Project was cool. I missed it, but I will catch it soon.
Cool. You know what? I'm very happy with it.
Megalodon.
I'm happy with that sculpture.
Pizza is life.
Pizza is kind of delicious.
I gotta tell you, Deanna Roberts posted a picture. She said that she ordered a pizza last night, and it was Illuminati's deep dish,
Whoa.
just like it, and it just was.
Did it break your heart?
It did, because I was like, man, and she goes, I'll mail you one. I said, no, I can mail my own, but you can just go down the street and get it. And that's just, you can't get that here.
No, we don't have good deep dish pizza in Texas.
I thought pizza was good until I went to Chicago and New York, and then I realized that I've been eating crap.
I'm just petting it. I'm not really working on it. All right.
Stacy says, get that fathead pizza.
Yeah.
Hey, Stacy. You can make a keto pizza. It's called Fathead Pizza. Research it. I'll see. I'll check that.
I would like dough on my pizza, please.
Yeah, you don't want my chicken crust. I got
All
a moving jaw werewolf last week, and I loved it. It made me grin from ear to ear. That is Gray House Haunts.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness, what a day. Oh my gosh, look at all you guys. This is great. Today, this afternoon was spent packaging orders and orders and orders of all kinds, and we're trying to put some fun things in everybody's order, some little surprises, and that has actually become...
Someone got a live toad today.
Did not. And it's a lot of fun. So for you guys who got orders in that we are sending out, there is we got some little surprises. I don't know that they're on the same level as Plastic Ninja's surprises, but they're pretty fun. Okay, Jordan says, I may ask you to make some real short swords of aluminum.
Aluminum? Why would you ask me to make swords? What makes you think I have anything to do with swords?
Let's see. Sure, just some plastics in the ocean. Will you answer about the free swords again in case I didn't get that? Yes, Jordan, he just did. Linda Forbes, hello. Stacy, should be a bunch of long fur scraps from that piecemeal suit.
Yes, there are, and I'm going to go to them, but I have to have something to attach it to, because normally the two pieces and then the hood holds it together. So this is a different animal, because this is, we're going to do this on a helmet, on an EVA foam helmet.
Herman Munster Shark, Megala darn Lily. Robert Reichert. What are you making tonight, Alan?
Werewolf stuff, Wolfman stuff. I have a Wolfman 2020 to do, and I have a moving jaw werewolf.
Meat Lovers Pizza. Throw away the base. It's near enough to keto.
It's delicious, but I'm just gonna keep the base. You know what? I can break for a little bit. When was the last time I broke? Was that 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
I just made homemade pizza tonight. At that point, it's just a meaty cheese boat.
I feel like pizza tonight. Like pizza tonight.
I don't want to bug you or anything, but have you shipped my shirt? Speed run.
Did we? We packaged it. We packaged it.
Speed run? Well, I packaged some shirts. I don't know if it was speed run. I need to know what your first name is or where you live if you'd rather not say. But it's hard. Speed run is not on your PayPal. So
Right.
I don't know what your real name is or where you are to answer you. So as soon as you tell me, I can let you know. Alan, what are your thoughts on pineapple on pizza?
If you like pineapple on your pizza, you have it. That's fine.
Hello, Kurt.
I don't know.
Marlene, I got
It
a
does
late.
not offend me that people put pineapple on pizza. On occasion, I put pineapple on pizza. I like a Hawaiian every now and then. My go-to pizza is pepperoni and mushroom. The thicker the crust, the better.
Speed run. Yes, I see you. You go out tomorrow. We packaged you today, and you have a little surprise in your package. Yes, you are packaged. You go out tomorrow. Clean. I got a latex mask in the mail. What would Lysol do to the mask?
Nothing. It would disinfect it.
Something little. Alan is the cauliflower pizza king. He loves it.
I do love cauliflower pizza.
When did you have cauliflower pizza?
You made it.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I did not make cauliflower. I made chicken.
You did too. Not recently, but you made it for me.
Cauliflower pizza.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. She forgot to pay.
Alan, I made a functioning arm candy today, a 3-clawed robo hand.
Cool. Cool.
Jordan says, you did say you know a thing or two about blacksmithing. That's why I may ask you for swords.
I don't. I said I want to learn about blacksmithing. I want to learn about blacksmithing. I want to forge things. I don't forge things. And most aluminum swords are made through stock removal as opposed to, being forged. I see aluminum more as smelted. We're going to drop this.
Ezekiel says 2 miles running for every slice, you can do it. John Royski, I have a good blueberry spinach smoothie recipe I could send you. That sounds good.
Well, it sounds like you've ruined a blueberry smoothie.
I think that sounds great, John. Mr. Jimmy, say hello.
Hello, Mr. Jimmy.
What was the name they picked for the shark mask?
It was Megalodamned. The Megalodamned. It's like Megalodon, which is the biggest shark ever.
Stacy says, I'll eat your pineapple on your pizza if you don't want it. Me too, Stacy. I think it's great.
Yeah, eat what you want.
Yeah, who cares? It's good. Since we're talking about food and you mentioned blueberries the other day, John was saying about a smoothie. It sounds great to me. I'll try anything. Yes, Speedrun, you are boxed up, or you're backed up and ready to go. You will be in the mail tomorrow. We'll send you a tracking number. Again, PayPal is acting up for whatever reason. We were on tech support for a good 2 hours today trying to get them to fix the issue we're having. So if I cannot send you a tracking number immediately, I might email it to you independently so you can track. I'll figure out a way. But right now, PayPal is making us a little edgy. Okay. If I wanted to order for free for a low budget film, how would you want me to pay, Jordan?
Reread your sentence to yourself.
If I wanted my order for free for a low budget film, how would you want me to pay?
You just said for free. If you are asking for something for free, then that means you wouldn't pay, right? Do you have any skills? Like what's your big skill set? How could you help me? I think I'm working too hard here.
Do you have a new heat gun?
Yes.
I mean, cauliflower as the base is not a topping for the pizza. Is that correct? You mean cauliflower is the base, not a topping? Hello? Can you not hear me? Can you hear me?
What's that? No, I haven't cut ear holes yet. I guess my wife was talking to me.
Take that. This is my life, guys.
Checking the movement on my werewolf
Being
kind of.
Mrs. Hobbs is not for sissies. Had a question. You mean cauliflower as the base, not as a topping?
Correct. Cauliflower was mixed up. You did it. You did it. Because I took it to work. I let people try it. Because I kind of, it's one slice. It's like you eat one slice and it's okay. Yes. When you first tried it though, you made it with cauliflower. You got the recipe from,
What is your favorite taco place?
Taco place?
Yes.
Oh, I'm a tragic white man. So
These are moments I live for.
I'm gonna
Thank you
say-
for the laugh, Michelle.
I'm going to say Taco Bell. Taco Bell is my favorite taco
Michelle,
place.
you're a gravedigger. We'll ship out tomorrow. We got you packed up today, and you also have little surprises in
I had no
your-
idea she was talking because
You didn't even hear me.
I don't have any ear holes.
Oh my God.
And the straps on this really held it down to my head.
Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. Michelle, you are ready to go tomorrow. You will be you'll be in the mail and you have some surprises in your package. Big Dog, glue stick guns have a glue stick that will work on latex. I'm going to call them again tomorrow. Glue sticks guns.
Give it a shot. GLU-STIX. Give it a shot.
Say hello to Gary Brokamp.
Hey, Gary.
I just changed my name from Stewart Productions to my actual name to eliminate issues. No, Stewart, it's okay. I got you. So I've actually started to be able to put some YouTube names and PayPal order names together, but I don't always have it straight, so no problem. Alan, have you ever made a mask of any type of a raptor or any bird? Feathers are tedious. The pelican picture I sent you.
Yes.
This is Thomas R.
But I didn't sculpt. I actually added real feathers. 2 years ago for Halloween at Dark Hour, we had an owl man. If you don't know who Owl Man is, look him up. And I made an owl man head that I dare say looked pretty excellent. I did like my owl man. Yeah. Gotta grab a drill.
Okay. You also made a harpy mask.
Oh, I have made a heartbeat. That's right.
Jordan says he'd pay in hard labor. Jordan, that is some incredibly.
You live too far to come here for hard labor, friend.
And what do you consider hard labor? Because
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
would foam camping mats work for EVA foam?
Yes. Okay.
If you ever want to learn blacksmith, check out Alex Steele and Black Bear Forge.
Yep. I do actually follow their channel. Okay.
Michelle Schulte is laughing at you. Monty Python Werewolf Soldier from Ezekiel. Ross Reichert says, Plastic Ninja would like a 3-headed, 9-clawed arm candy named King Clauda. Claudera.
Claudera.
Almond flour is good too for a crust. Rob, I just bought some almond flour because a recipe that Alan asked me to make him a keto dessert called for it, so I haven't even used it, but thank you.
She hasn't, and she got it weeks ago. I get nothing.
Oh my god.
She didn't make me nothing.
Oh my god. Okay. Guys, I have to work tomorrow night, and I'm actually looking forward to it. So.
Yeah.
Jordan says, you're working on a mechanical mask. I suggested this idea in another live stream. Thanks. Mechanical mask?
I think he asked about articulated masks. And, I mean, yeah, I make them.
Yoda9726 says, I worked at Taco Bell for 18 years and still actually like it, surprisingly.
You know what? Soft taco, meat and cheese only. I've eaten about 30 of those.
Prop Master. I went vintage YouTube Wednesday and made a bunch of mini spotlights today. I love them.
So, here we go. I feel like you have to have some huevos to call yourself prop master. Like, I would probably call myself like a guy who likes props. You know? Like prop master or prop doctor or prop professor. That sounds like you're really committed. Big time. Okay. Hello, Jenkins. Why are you covered in sawdust? Where have you been?
Chad says,
Oh, she's going to check out a new kitty door I put in.
Yeah. Well, here she came right. Hi, little girl.
Oh. She's not going to check out the kitty door.
Should check it out. Go check out the kitty door. Did you show her where it is?
No? She will figure it out.
She is a pretty clever little cat. Hi.
Just removing a little more of this material to help that sit tighter on the chin. And now then I have to put fabric over this to make sure I can attach the hair to it. Unless I have big enough pieces of fabric with hair already to do, which would be ideal. And I'm going to take out a little bit of the back so I can lift my head. Werewolves lift their heads a little more than apocalypse dudes do.
She goes. It was awesome.
It's very fashionable.
Very fashionable.
Me!
Nice you see me.
All right.
Okay.
She came right through that door.
Yeah. She's okay.
I'm dremeling that edge so it's not comfortable. A little sharp.
I'm thinking you could sell the pee out of a plague doctor mask stuffed with filtered media right now. That's lame. What's the point of being in Texas if Taco Bell isn't your favorite taco joint? Fuzzy's Tacos is good if you haven't had that. Good queso.
Oh, I like Fuzzies. Oh, they have very good queso.
I love your stream. Have you ever made stilts with a forward pitch specifically for a werewolf outfit? Are you having tips?
Yep, we've done it. We also made the digigrade stilts that have the weird bended knee joint. We have. They're not comfortable. I hates it. Okay, these are actually pretty good because of how they were cut.
Have you discovered chaffles yet?
I discovered what?
Chaffles, Chauffels. Rob, did I say that right?
Chaffles?
Something waffles?
I don't think I've
Cheese
discovered.
waffles? Chicken waffles?
I don't feel discovered.
The Weird Kid Show channel is building a full-size plague doctor.
Cool. Great.
Ezekiel says you'll be sleeping on the porch if you keep that up. What do you think is the best line of haunted house how-to DVD as well.
The best line? Well, the Haunt World DVDs are actually pretty good. Haunt World Productions, they're actually pretty good. So that's where that's going to live. I think that works well.
What's in the koozie?
What's in Coke Zero? Nothing fun.
Say hello to Paul Rhodes.
Hey, Paul.
Jordan, basically you're saying no to my free order query.
Well, you're actually going to make something that I don't make. Like, it would make sense if you asked for a free mask, but you wouldn't even make swords. I don't do that. Like, hit up somebody who's a sword guy. You know? I like the sword fight, but I haven't really made them.
What is the add a carrot snowman nose to a latex mask?
Glue a fake carrot onto it. Let me go to my carrot drawer. Yeah, just take one of these. And this is actually styrofoam inside the coating. And take this off, cut it, shape it to where you get the most surface area, and then glue it to your mask. Let's put this back in the old carrot drawer.
You are the professor of my YouTube degrees, Alan.
That's very kind. Who said that?
That said Yoda 9726. How about Prop Master wannabe, said Prop Master.
I'm not disparaging. I'm just saying that's a ballsy choice, you know?
Maybe Prop Master can crack out 2 aluminum swords for Jordan.
Yeah, there you go. Prove yourself.
Since I don't have anything to do since bowling has been postponed for a while, I just sit here and watch you. That's Vinny 5150.
Hooray, Minnie.
Hi, Art Lady Blunser. We're doing very well. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so I just have to think through how this works. And I think it works just the way it normally does, except, yeah, this works just the way it normally does. That's what I have to do.
Greetings from Southeast Georgia. I love watching. Thanks for sharing your talent.
Hooray, Georgia. Thank you because, you know, I wouldn't have a way to share my talent.
Looking pretty good there, Alan. Keto cheese waffles are chaffles.
Whoa.
It's a bread replacement.
I'm intrigued.
Keto cheese waffles.
Wife, start taking notes.
All right, let me just get right on this.
Jump on it.
Every time I see you grab an EVA helmet, I think you're going to make Ram Man.
Ram Man, that's the best. Hey, if we can't get Beast Man voted into being, then I don't know that we can do anything for Ram Man.
They tried to vote for Beast Man. Beast Man's already been said. Now they're talking to Beast Man. You could do the swords out of dense hard foam or wood and then paint it with enamel metallic paints. And then a chrome mirror paint, more silver than aluminum, as that's usually dull. That is happening in Mojo, trying to...
Or you could do what Adam Savage did, and he made his fake swords out of wood, and then put the metal tape over it that you use for ducting. So you have some options. I'm going to contact cement on the upper mask onto this helmet.
They are laughing about the fact that you have a carrot drawer.
Of course I have a carrot drawer. You guys don't?
Oh yeah, we all have one. If there was another time, I might have thought the mushroom had kicked in. Everybody has a carrot drawer. He actually has a carrot drawer. I'll be damned.
I do.
He does, actually.
I have a...
Who down there can say they too have a carrot drawer?
I have a jingle bell drawer full of jingle bells.
Hello from Maine. Are you going to...
I have an eyeball drawer. I got a lot of drawers, guys.
Are you going to finish up the shark tonight?
It's Werewolf night. I will probably finish sculpting and mold the shark tomorrow.
Jordan would like to know, if I asked for a make then, do you know a game series called Dishonored? There's an intricate mask the main character wears.
So here's what's funny. I own Dishonored. I bought it shortly after it came out, and I have never once played it. I don't play a lot of video games. I don't do time wasting stuff. Again, it's that whole produce more than you consume, and if you're sitting there playing video games, you're consuming. Now, on occasion, I will play a video game. There's a cell phone game that I play. I play Marvel Strike Force. That's when I'm sitting in the hot tub or whatever, but I do. Maybe it's Dishonored 2 that I own. Do that. Poor choice.
Now I gotta get a carrot drawer. Everybody wants a carrot drawer. I wanted Beastman yesterday. Beastman again.
So did I.
Even bought my vote for Beastman and it didn't work.
So did
Alan,
I.
thank you for the lead on LED lights that came in. We followed your carrot. The carrot drawer is trending, as is Beastman.
That's not my weirdest drawer, okay? Just so you know. I have a drawer for Barbie heads.
I was surprised he had a plastic carrot. I'm glad to see the brand of contact cement will work on foam. I had a hard time finding bars.
Yeah, no, I don't like bars near as much as I like this. I like this better.
They want to see the eyeball drawer. Show them the eyeball drawer.
Well, there's an eyeball case, and there's an eyeball drawer. The eyeball forms drawer is over here. This is my sculpting table, that's labeled. This is my eyeball forms. In it are these little guys, ping pong balls, these guys, these are much larger. I have big eyes like this. It has big eyes like this. There are wooden balls for eyes, all kinds of things to make eyes out of in sculptures, including like mostly finished eyes. Yeah. For all your eyeball needs, there's an eyeball drawer.
Now, do you remember how you had your container of glitter labeled a few years ago?
Yes, it said glitter bitches. That's what it said. That's what it was labeled. Who asked that?
Michael Lassiter.
Yeah. Yep. It was a gallon of glitter.
This is we're talking about Weird Al and his eBay song. I love your videos. What's the best method for painting PVC? It always chips when I attempt it.
Oh, the paint chips is what you're saying.
Yes. What is the best method for painting PVC? It always chips off when I attempt it.
Okay. You know the purple PVC primer that you clean them with to glue them together? You know it dyes it purple. You can use a oil-based dye to mix in with that purple, and then you can base it in black, because you can dye that purple cleaner black. Or you can just use that purple on the PVC, that primes it, and then I will hit it with spray adhesive, like a Super 77, spray with Super 77, let that dry, and then paint. And that works good.
I had a doll head drawer for a while, so I did.
Yeah, I had a Barbie head drawer. I actually just cleaned all my Barbie heads out. I gave them to my goddaughter, I think.
Do you sell your EVA foam helmet templates?
I don't. But so many other people sell them, you can find them. I may one day, but right now I do not.
So you're saying the eyes have it. God, I hate glitter. It's the devil's tears. Glitter is the herpes of the craft world.
Yes, it's craft herpes.
finally caught up on all these comments.
Good job, baby.
Our lion going to MHC. Think I saw you last year if you were there.
I was at MHC.
I have what I think is a vulcanized suggestion on glue contact. Super glue does not work. Former pond liner.
Hold on.
I have what I think is vulcanized suggestions on glue contact. And super glue does not work. Former pond liner. Mr. Franklin, I'm not sure I follow your vulcanized rubber.
I have what I think is vulcanized rubber glue. They actually have a weld for pond liner. You'll need to go to a pool pond supply, but they have a plastic weld that welds those together so that it's together.
What does EVA stand for?
Oh boy. I don't know. I don't remember anymore. I knew once, and then I realized I don't need to know, so I stopped.
Somebody's Googling it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
If you have a kid, so this is Ask Alexa. You want to ask her?
Alexa, what does the EVA and EVA foam stand for?
As a noun, phone is usually defined as electronic equipment that converts sound into electrical signals that can be transmitted over distances and then converts received signals back into sounds or, alternatively, phonetics, an individual's sound unit of speech without concern as to whether or not it is a form of
Alexa,
some
stop.
language.
Alexa, you're not even helping.
I don't know that one.
You don't.
Alexa, I want you to think about what you've done.
Hello from Canada.
Oh, hello, Canada.
Here's something I found on the web.
Oh, stop.
Alexa, stop.
Discovery.com. I know you
Alexa, stop.
You gave a kid Barbie heads. She's making necklaces for an apocalypse now.
Yeah, that's the best.
Can you use Flex Seal on a prop? I'm going to leave outside to waterproof.
Sure you can. You absolutely can use Flex Seal on a prop.
One of the cards I was given at my wedding was covered in glitter. My friends wrote something like, "May your marriage last as long as you are finding this glitter," but more poetic.
Your friends are mean.
I hate it when you talk to Alexa because you make mine go crazy because she can hear you. Yay for werewolves. How is everyone? That's horror beauty.
I'm good. No one has complained, so I think everyone on the group is good. Okay. There we go. Werewolfing. I'm having to do some engineering on this one because
Thank goodness my earbuds are in. My housemate has a grocery list the other night. She didn't even know what she needed. I slept last night, so today I'm awesome, says Ezekiel. Jake would like to know, after you base your latex mask out, what paint base do you use?
well, I base it with 1/3 casting latex, 1/3 distilled water, and 1/3 latex paint. That's what I use to base it out with. Yeah, this guy needs to go on first no matter what. So that's what we'll do. Oh. I knew that was a lot of stretching.
I'm going to keep taking you down the Godzilla versus Kong road, but I read today Kong will wield an axe in the upcoming movie. Any thoughts? This is Prop Master now. This is not Plastic Ninja.
What? Well, I've seen him wield a tree branch, so that's certainly possible. I have not seen him wield an axe before, nor have I considered his tool use. Chimpanzees will use tools, so, and I will say that Kong seems a little more chimpanzee-esque than most Kongs. That's a fair statement, I think.
You came in late, so you were already said, why did you put that mask on the EVA and not strap or sock?
I did strap it. It was strapped, but it's on EVA because of it's going to get haired a different way. So it kind of needs a little more. There we go. See, now that goes on, and then this goes on, which is the same way you put them on normally. That lines up just like that.
After you paint, after you base it, what paint do you use on top?
I use that same paint. I use that same stuff to do most of my painting, and then I'll go in and I'll do shadows and shading with an airbrush. And the airbrush, I will, yeah, you know, for that I use Pinata inks, alcohol-based ink.
Makes sense. Kong can grasp things, one of the few advantages he has.
Few. Who said that?
Happen in Mojo.
He has all the advantages. First of all, he's a primate. He's fighting a lizard, so he has huge advantages. Kong all the way.
Says, I think that makes sense. Working on a prosthetic nose. Any material suggestions? That is Spastic Pug.
I really like foam latex. That's how I do my prosthetics. That's what we do most of. We do some silicone, but not a ton.
It gives him a balance to Godzilla's atomic breath, says Plastic Ninja. Kong.
I don't know, atomic breath, an axe.
Kong has intelligence on his side, said Plastic Ninja.
Yes. Way smarter than that
Hello,
lizard.
Vic Springston. Good evening. Good to see you. Good night, Stuart. Say good night to Speedrun Productions.
Good night, Speedrun. Now we can paint.
The article said it was mentioned to show intelligence. It is being released with the Kong toy from the movie.
Oh.
My question is, where did he get an axe that big?
You know what? That's what I immediately thought. Someone had made it for him in order for him to level the fight.
What is your preferred brand of airbrush?
Pache. Pache is my preferred brand.
Because Kong is a smart guy.
Yes.
Ezekiel, I like King Kong. I always did. Now, I would not get into a passionate debate regarding King Kong and the monsters of the Japanese monster.
Kaiju.
Okay. I would not get into that debate because I'm not that passionate about it. But yes, I like them. I like all monster movies. Always have, even when I was a kid. Did you ever notice stretch marks or other forms of wear and tear? Do you try to compensate for it? I imagine this happens way more for your environment versus a cosplay one.
No. They're going to get wear and tear. I mean, wear and tear is going to happen with latex masks. But we go into this understanding that they have a life. You know, they have a shelf life. It lasts forever. If you can get 5 or 6 years of haunt show out of mask, that mask has served you well.
Where did Kong get an axe? It has to be huge. Where did you get that yellow armature?
Well, I spray painted it a very bright green. Adjust the color settings on your monitor. I spray painted it that color to match stuff in my booth when Stacy was displaying headgear on it.
Kong should be more agile, and have greater upper body strength. Gojira, sorry guys, has the swimming, size, atomic breath, hardiness, regeneration, etc. This is happening, Mojo.
Yes. And I don't know if this version of Godzilla has regeneration, We haven't really gone into that very much, so we'll just have to see.
Do you still use gelatin appliances?
On occasion. I don't really use them a lot. Texas is really hot, and they do better in cold climates.
Watching a show, These Woods Are Haunted, and it was about a dogman or werewolf at Lake Texoma. I googled dogman Lake Texoma, and there are several reports of it. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes, I have, of course. There's also dogmen are very popular in Michigan. Lots of them. Like East of Bray Road. There's a lot of dogmen though. There's also the Minnesota dogman, and we have Lake Texoma.
I did 7 years in my stage mask and was tickled pink about that. What's your hometown monster? Mine's the Lake Worth Goat Man.
We just have meth labs.
Yeah, you talking about what about Maryland?
Well, yeah. Oh, in Maryland has Goatman. Maryland has, there's Hookman in Maryland. There's a lot of that.
If you were to pick an urban legend for where we live, it's going to be the Lady of White Rock Lake.
The what?
The Lady of White Rock Lake.
What is that?
It's very much like Resurrection Mary in Chicago, which is a ghost of a young woman who's on the side of the road and she's soaking wet and she's asking for a ride, and she gets in the back of your car, and when you drive to take her home, you turn around, she's gone, she leaves a puddle. And she's apparently been seen for decades, but that's Our Lady of the Lady of White Rock Lake is our version, kind of like a Resurrection Mary. And now I have lost my place. And you get the Hookman, these other such there. Stacy said hers was the Lake Worth Goat Man.
Mm-hmm.
Colin could just pick up a tree and giant bulldozer blade and make a ship chain to lash them together. Boom! Basic axe. Hello, Meister.
Yes.
K. And Art Lady Bluntshire says, or Colin could just order it from him. Horror Beauty says, we have the Dogman here in Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan Dogman.
Michigan. Did you know that there's a Friday the 13th video game?
Yes.
I picked up some polyfiber from Biddy. Have you used it before? Anything I cannot thicken it with?
You can't thicken with it. No, I mean I've thickened contact cement with it. I use it in latex. I use it all the time. I actually use it as filler in plaster molds on those last couple layers. So I don't want to add a lot of weight, but you got to thicken it up a little bit. So.
Vic Springsteen has the Mothman. Spastic Pug says, locally we're supposedly have the Grasslands Sasquatch.
Ohio Grassman? Where are you? Where are you located?
I really like the 2-part mask werewolf.
Thanks.
John Royski says, we have a ghost town named Helltown near me.
Cool.
Art Lady Blunster says, until she died, my mama was the hometown monster. The neighborhood kids thought she was a witch. That's awesome.
Also cool.
They have the Mothman, Vic Springsteen.
Yeah.
Sounds like a homeless woman peeing in your yard. In your
yard?
car. Oh no, that sounds like a homeless woman peeing in your car. Plastic Ninja. That could be true, except she leaves what is obviously a looks like someone dumped a bucket of water in the back of your car because she evaporates.
Homeless lady whose water broke.
The Jersey Devil, the Rougarou. Jersey Devil is Darren Reed. Kurt Mattia, of course, is in Louisiana, has the Rougarou.
Oh yeah.
Our local monster is the Logan Bogan, says Ezekiel.
Logan Bogan.
Horror Beauty says, we have a town called Hell, Michigan.
Yes.
Yoda said 9726. We don't really have a preacher around here, but I'm fairly close to Skull, Kansas, and still haven't been there. Third Degree of Terror. Stupid molding question. Any issues or special considerations for making a mold using UltraCal 30 in 50-degree weather? We have 50-degree weather today.
You're gonna have a lot of working time, so I think you'll be fine. It just means it changes your working time. It is hydrocal. You have to worry about your water temperature. Warmer water on UltraCal just makes it kick a little faster, and you'll probably have cold water, which means you'll slow it down a little bit. And that's okay.
Maine has the Turner Beast.
Small batches helps.
The Hairy Beastie says, we have Gorbals Vampire in Glasgow. Has metal teeth.
Cool.
John Royski says, our hell town is really disappointing. The town was taken over by to expand a park, but it never happened. Ross Reichert says, the lower jaw bust looks like Darth Vader when Luke removes his helmet.
I can kind of see that.
Spastic says, I meant the Ohio Grassman.
Ohio Grassman, yeah.
Sean Regel says, Southern Ohio, we have the Loveland Frogman.
Who has lemon heads? I know about the frogman.
Lemon heads are scary.
Who knows? Who has the lemon heads? Or
Maestro-
melon heads?
Yeah,
Melon heads.
Melon heads. Maestro K says, I don't know what my local monster is, but I'm 10 minutes from the Winchester Mystery House.
Oh,
Say hello to John Humphrey. Hi, John.
hey.
Michelle Schulte. Coal Hollow Monster. It's like a Bigfoot. Beauty asks, men, you can base a whole line of masks just on this local folklore.
Oh, absolutely you can.
Hello to Jim Obitz.
Hello, Jim.
Lots of Bigfoot and Dogman encounters in East Texas and southern Oklahoma, says David's Outdoors 2012.
Yes, I would agree with you.
Ezekiel says, imagine a dude with a mullet, a crappy old car, a wife beater, singlet, and a cigarette habit, and swears like a sailor. That's his.
The Logan what?
The Logan Bogan. What is your favorite haunted house besides Dark Hour?
Netherworld!
And, well, I guess
Netherworld, Hell's Gate, I mean,
Haunted Overlord.
Haunted Overload. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good ones out there.
They're so good. King Kong is 10 times big as a man. Godzilla is 80 stories or bigger. He can squash Kong with his feet. Magic berries, please, if you take the original movie.
Well, yeah, but they're not taking the original movies. They're taking the ones they've just done. And in that, they're actually much closer in size. I think King Kong is about 2/3 the height of Godzilla. So there's still a significant height advantage, but it's not insurmountable.
Heard of the Lovelands? Herd of the Loveland lived in Maineville, Ohio. Big dog? I have not.
Big dog, we may need more words.
The Melonheads live in a town called Michigan, Ohio.
Okay.
No monsters, but I'm just a few miles from the Waverly Hills Sanitarium.
Okay.
Our version of Bigfoot is the Dustman in southwest Pennsylvania.
The Dustman. That's a cool name. That's a real creepy name. I like that. Sometimes my puppies are very cute. They're my favorite when they're sleeping. That's when they're my favorite.
How many years have you been making masks?
I made my first sculpted and molded mask in 1995. So let's just say several.
Radioactive breath would make fried monkey meat. I'm still talking about
Well,
Godzilla.
if you remember the old King Kong versus Godzilla, when he did get burned by Godzilla's radioactive breath, but then he shoved a tree down his throat, which was hilarious. He was just shoving it right in his mouth. It's great. Okay, so this guy here, I want to get a gray base coat on while this one is drying. It is it's not a wet day, but it's cool and damp.
Creepy Bunny says, just jumped in and heard the talk about Godzilla and Kong. If you're talking about the new movie coming out, they said Kong that he's young and still growing, so we don't know how big.
Yeah, because we did see his parents' skulls, I think. I think we did see like the Kong graveyard. Wasn't that in there?
Looked like Kong was trying to get broccoli. Godzilla to eat his broccoli.
Yes, it did look like that.
Dog says, sorry, the Loveland Frogman. Loveland is a small city in Ohio next to Mainville, Ohio. Loveland Frogman.
Cool. I'm not super aware of that, but sounds cool. But I have heard.
Logan Bogan could get a job working in a Texas meth lab. He'd fit right in. Thank you, Izzy.
It does sound that way.
Please pick that razor knife up from the puppies.
Oh. Yeah, that was, you're right. I didn't see that there.
Well, we saw some. I'm not sure if they mentioned if they were the parents or not. They're talking about the skulls.
I think it was inferred. I felt like it was his parents.
Big Dog, you are right around the corner from our haunt, says Sean Regal. I thought Godzilla was going to blow up when he sounded the tree in his mouth, but instead it shot it back at King Kong.
It did. Oh, it's so funny. It's just getting a nice dark gray dry brush to start. This guy is going to have silver fur, I believe. Wait. Wolfman 2020, silver hair, right?
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, we do, Spastic Pug. We have an Instagram. Still-Be Studios, easy to find.
If you got the right thing in your order, it's because I asked Shannon what I was making.
Oh, gosh.
If you got the wrong thing, that may have been my fault too. Who knows?
I saw a cartoon of the new Godzilla with a tree in his hand waiting for Kong, who ran up the Empire State Building. You look cold. This is Texas. It's not cold here. Hi, Brian. Brian's here.
Well, Brian, we're in North Texas. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's chilly.
Tonight, expect a low of 38 degrees. Have a good
38.
night.
I did live in Ohio. Now I live in Missouri. That's a big dog. I have the Piazza bird here in Illinois. It's a Native American mythical beast. They have a painting of it on a bluff not far from me. That's very cool.
Is it like a thunderbird?
That's cool. Thai people believe in a ton of supernatural stuff. They have a
Yes.
weekly TV show reenacting people's encounters with ghosts. Love
cool.
that. I love ghosts.
Do you know an aswang? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Aswang, which is like a version of a female vampire.
Let's see. Cobwebs and Candlesticks is back. They had snow today in Canada. It's 27 where Horror Beauty is. Yeah, we had it was like 95 degrees last week. There was one day, and we're in spring here in North Texas, which means we are all over the place. So tonight it's going to be in the 30s. It's going to be chilly. I'm going to cover up my basil.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
that's what you were thinking. So there's the weather's doing everything right now. I like Silver Beast better than Wolfman 2020. They're renaming your stuff. He told you he wasn't big on naming.
Yeah, I'm not a big namer.
It's 81 in Kissimmee. Rob is in Florida. It's cold here. 79 degrees, says Ezekiel. Hello, Josh Newman. Dead End Yard Haunt would like to say, I've never seen a sheep ghost on the ghost shows.
That's true.
That's the Indonesian name. In Thai, it's called Cashew, Floating Vampire Head Lady. I'm sorry if I said that right. Cashew. Kahsu. Happen in Mojo. Did I say that right?
Kasu?
Cashew. Cashew is a short A or a long A. Cashew. That's so interesting. Linda Forbes is in northwest Oklahoma. She got snow. Body Geeks would like to know, are those mine?
Honey?
Are you making a brown moving head, moving jaw werewolf?
Yes.
Then that is yours, Brian.
Yeah, this one's yours.
This one's yours. We were wondering if you were going to get over there. In Indonesia, they deployed ghosts to scare people to stay inside. Maybe it's time for sheep ghosts. Says Horror Omaha, South Omaha Horror.
Yeah.
What is the favorite mask you've ever made?
Um,
Probably the last mask you made.
yeah, I mean, it's, that's not how my brain works, you know? I just don't, I don't think that way. I'm very proud, I mentioned the Owl Man tonight. I'm proud of the Owl Man. He looked good. He's a beautiful mask. I like the Wolfman mask that I wear, which is the jawless Wolfman. It's just such a functional mask. I think the Apocalypse mask that I make, it's a neat style. It's a neat thing. I used to make a series of masks called Deranged Masks, and I made hundreds of them, and they were all unique. Each one was different. And as a body of work, I'm very proud of those. So, yeah, I mean, I've made thousands and thousands of masks. So, I just think about them differently. Someone posted on Latex Mask Central, like, he said, I just realized I've made 26 masks, and posted a picture of every one, and that's cool. That's really cool. I probably made 2,600 masks. I make a lot of masks. But he started, I think, in 2017, and I started in 95. All right, that's 2 coats on these guys. Now I'm going to clean this brush off. And he's probably ready for another coat of gray. That way, while that's drying, I can do one more here. Yeah, I love cryptids. I love pretty much any kind of monster. And I realize that most cryptids are, in theory, animals who haven't been discovered yet. I get it. But
I saw a cartoon that has Kong telling Godzilla to put the tree down, and Godzilla saying, "Come on, man, that was like 50 years ago." Happened in Mojo. Yeah, pretty close pronunciation. Great job. Thai and English are about as opposite as 2 languages can be. Thai alphabet looks like the language from the Predator movie.
yes, it does. And we just here in the States we don't have a lot of exposure to know the difference. We can tell the difference between a Kentucky accent and a Georgia accent, though. That's some of us. I guess not all of us.
I'm new to your channel. Do you live stream every night?
Well, no. I don't live stream every night, but I live stream often. And right now, with the pandemic and what's going on in the world, I think it's important for people to see friendly faces. It's important for people to have something to do, because a lot of folks are stuck at home in quarantine. And I'm going to be in the shop working probably, so I can go live and do that. I am not, I will not be live tomorrow night, just so you guys know. I don't think. It's always possible. Who knows?
Working.
Yeah, Shannon will be at work, so I won't have her for sure.
You may go crazy and be on your own and go live alone. You might.
Yeah. Or I may eat 12 slices of pizza and pass out on the porch.
You made an owl mask?
I did. Owl Man. Look up Owlman on YouTube. It is they're a Scottish group who does like scare videos with their Owlman costume and their Owlman urban legend suit, and it's a beautiful costume. It's an owl with big talony hands in a suit with a big owl head. It's a beautiful costume. Very well done. Yeah.
Will the purple people eater mask be at the works?
No, probably not. I know a few folks who make them. They make one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eaters. And they sure look good to me.
My Halloween is always sort of chilly. Should gelatin prosthetics work fine?
It could. They could. Test them out. Throw it on somebody and have them walk around for a bit. Good night, big dog.
Have you ever heard of Wandering Soul? It's terrifying.
What's that now?
Have you ever heard Operation Wandering Soul? It is terrifying. I know what that is, Maureen. Marlene, I'm sorry. Wandering Soul, wasn't that the sound of the Japanese ghosts that they would play? Was it not Japanese? I think it was the Vietnamese ghosts that they would play the sound of them in the jungle to scare the Vietnamese soldiers. I believe that is correct, the Wandering Souls, and it is terrifying sound.
Cool.
I agree. Let's see. Good night, big dog. Have you ever had other mask makers or companies that make masks get mad at you for doing live streams teaching people how to make masks?
Yes, I have. I've had some very angry people call me because I'm telling people their secrets. I had someone get mad at me for teaching people his technique of how he makes moving jaw masks that he invented in 2012, and I made a moving jaw mask that same way in '97 or '98 when I did my big Yeti mask. He had a moving jaw that same way. Yeah, I mean, some people handle it differently. Now, there's some things that I do that I might not share secrets on it, and sometimes I don't teach something because I know a vendor is selling it at a fair price, and I let them make money on it, you know?
Would it be a copyright to play that sound on Halloween of the Wandering Souls? I don't know that that's possible to copyright that, Marlene. It is a terrifying sound, I agree, but I don't know that it's copyrighted in any way.
I have no idea.
It is a very interesting sound.
Well, wherever you get the recording from may have a copyright on it. That depends. But if it's a sound that was used for that, then you may very well be able to find a royalty-free version.
We have the Cryptid Museum in Portland. Sasquatch was made out of yak hair.
Okay, the Cryptid Museum, is that Lauren Coleman's museum?
Can I use a 2-part foam directly in an ultracal mold?
No. All right, so the short answer is no. It's a terrible idea. The longer answer is if you seal the mold, if you use Johnson's paste wax and you melt that down and paint the inside of the mold so that all of it is covered and protected and sealed up with Johnson's paste wax, then you could possibly pull foam out of it. Now, is it a good idea to do that? No. because what are the chances you're going to miss something? And then there's other variables and factors. So the short answer is no, you shouldn't, because it's porous. Plaster is porous. All these little holes in there, that's what makes latex skin when it lays up against it. It sucks the moisture out. It goes into all those little holes, and the capillary action pulls that water out. Well, foam expands and goes in those little holes and wants to grab on. So it's very hard to get foam out of the mold.
Do you know of a barcode type ticket software that would keep track of separate haunt entries on the same premises?
Yes, Ticket Leaf has that.
Spell that.
TICKETLEAP. Ticket Leap. Yep.
The werewolf that you're working on has a bottle jaw.
He has a what?
A bottle jaw.
Bottle jaw
I
is.
don't either. Good night, cobwebs and candlesticks.
And a bottle jaw could be a typo.
Do you sell your masks? Use them in haunted houses?
Yes, and yes. I sell them on stiltbeaststudios.com, and I use them I sell them in haunted houses mostly.
We appreciate all that you teach. Shows you're a man who can create without a worry of losing a sale. Good work. Keeps a man like yourself in business. That's really cute.
Yeah, I mean it's a different attitude. My old tagline for my business was "so different it's scary," and one of the reasons my business is different is I actually don't mind when other people start making the products that I make and kind of rip me off. I don't mind it because that frees me up to make something new. And as soon as enough companies are doing that and making the things, I make these things because I think haunted attractions need them. I think the market, the haunted house market, needs these products. That's why I make them. And so if the need is being filled by another vendor, then I can move on and make the next thing that the haunt industry needs. The only thing I'll stay on and keep selling probably forever is stilts and stilt costumes.
How did the shark turn out?
It's still turning out. I mean, it's sitting there under plastic. You're looking at it. It's going fine. I've done a little bit of refining on it, but nothing major. I'll probably finish it up tomorrow and mold it.
Doing a witchy poo costume, so spastic pop.
Yeah, you said that. That's very interesting. Very cool. Have you seen the witchy poo mask that Russ Turk makes? Very neat looking mask.
If you were trying to slush rotocast some tin cure silicone, how could I thin that down? The tin cure will come from caulking.
Odorless mineral spirits or naphtha. Now, why are you doing this? Because I don't want you making a mask that way. That tin cure silicone has heavy metals in it, one of which is arsenic. And it's not FDA approved for use up against your skin. So please don't try and make a mask out of it. Just buy good silicone. I'm very cheap. I'm very frugal. Buy good silicone. I am willing to spend money on it. You should be willing to spend money on it. All right, so now I'm at a point where I'm going to add a little bit of white to this flesh to lighten it up and do another layer. I'm going to grab the white over here. light.
Are you selling any stilts specifically for werewolves, the ones that pitch forward?
I do not sell digigrade stilts for werewolves. The problem with them is that you cannot wear them for long lengths of time. Wearing them for 4 to 6 hours, they can get very uncomfortable and actually cause some health problems. It's very easy to get a bad back from them. It's very easy to, your arches because of where your weight is on your leg. They start to hurt after a while. Your instep. There's a reason why we don't walk that way. It's because our legs aren't made for that. I have made those stilts. I have worn those stilts, but they're problematic, especially with long-term wear. So I don't use them for that. I don't sell them because I want to sell products to haunted houses where that they can put an actor in and know that that actor can work all night in that mask, in that costume, or on those stilts.
Regarding the rotocast tin pure silicone question, I make figurines, maquettes.
Maquettes. Okay.
1/6 scale, so no real skin contact for display.
Yeah, odorless mineral spirits will be a good thinning agent for you. Now it's going to shrink when you thin it. It's going to shrink up some, so just be aware of that. And it doesn't really shrink evenly. With silicone, you really get what you pay for. There's going to be a trade-off somewhere. Okay. I'm pretty happy with the skin tones on this. I'll do one more layer of the lightened white, lightened flesh, I should say. Once this is dry, I'm going to go to the other side and do another coat on the gray one. I am using the same brush. I'm not switching brushes, but the brush is so dry and there's so little paint on it. It's very easy to clean off just by running it on the bust or on the table.
How much is good silicone?
Well, there's several different types and brands and varieties, but normally you're looking for a gallon kit. Now keep in mind, a gallon kit is a gallon of A and a gallon of B, and that's going to run you $250 or so. It's not cheap, but it's worth it. It's so much better. For silicone mask making, the best silicone I've ever used, first, is EcoFlex 30 from Smooth On. Second is Gel 25 from Biddy Mold Supply. And they don't make it, but they sell it. Made by Polygem? I forget the company that makes it. But that's not important. Isso não é importante.
We have 90 people watching.
90 people. I better do something cool.
Right. Body Geeks. Add a shark mask. No fin to my order. Going to look awesome under a gray hoodie and jogging sweats for midway interaction.
It actually really would.
That's fun. Megalodam.
The Megalodam.
No fin.
Okay, and I'm just hitting in here. You can see I've got a real nice, I've got grays, I've got dark gray, I got light gray. And I'm gonna just go on this side a little bit more and just work on him and bring him up a little bit by adding white to this gray. I've added white to my flesh I'm getting lighter and lighter as I come out. I'm painting the furthest thing back first, and I'm painting the closest thing to you last.
You may have just touched on it, but what is good to use to create a drool that cures to latex?
Gorilla Glue clear caulk adhesive. And I have a tube of it right over here that I'll hold up to the camera. Oh. Gorilla Max Strength Clear Construction Adhesive, and it's very clear. See my finger to it? That's on the other side of the tube. Front of the tube, back of the tube. Front of the tube, back of the tube. Near, far. Near, far. Gorilla. 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 Okay.
Just checked out the website. You have a lot of awesome stuff. Looks like I'm going to be a frequent visitor. Thanks for taking the time to live stream tonight, Scott Creighton. You're very welcome.
Awesome, Scott.
Thank you for checking it out.
Yeah.
It is getting some new additions this week.
Yeah, we actually add to the website quite frequently. I don't know if you know this, but there was a big haunted house trade show that was supposed to happen in March, and it didn't because of the state of the world right now. And I had all these products that I had made for that show to sell there to haunted houses, and I'm slowly releasing them over time because I didn't have the show to take them to and sell them at. That feels pretty good.
Have you ever made a mold out of silicone?
Yes. I've made several hundred molds out of silicone.
Platinum silicone is better than tin. Is that correct?
Depends on what you want to do. If you want to spend a lot of money, platinum is better than tin. If you want to make a simple box mold, then tin cure silicone is fine. If you want to make a mask, you got to use platinum cure silicone. If you want to make a mold for cooking, like a chocolate mold, it has to be platinum cure silicone because you're going to eat off of it. And you could poison people till they die from it.
Did you ever make a silicone mask?
I have made silicone masks. If you go back on my YouTube channel to the first video I ever posted was a silicone werewolf mask that I made 11 years ago. Back when silicone masks were new. Why don't I still make silicone masks? Because there are lots of people who are better at it than me. And they do an excellent job. And I thought haunted houses needed more affordable silicone masks, and other companies have popped up since then. So I don't have to.
How much is that werewolf light tan face?
Well, why 175? One?
Wait. Which one are we talking about?
The moving jaw werewolf. Upper jaw, lower jaw. He's going to have ears and hair and all that.
He is on the website.
Mm-hmm. My wife is pulling him up.
He is $175 currently with our special for transfer.
Yes, he'll go up shortly.
on a mold in the off season, what else can I do to preserve a full silicone mask as long as possible?
Silicone is really durable. Clean it after you wear it because your sweat can break down silicone. So clean it well after you wear it. But then it's good to go. I mean, it does have huge advantages in durability. Latex is a natural product, and it's going to, it's organic. It's tree sap, so it's going to break down over time. And silicone won't really do that. Now this color looks very pink as I paint it on, but it's going to darken up to a magenta.
Saw the Dark Hour Hall Lights Breaker how-to today. Awesome job. Congrats to whoever came up with it.
That was all Jake Farmer, actually. That's an awesome effect that you see in movies a lot, and he wanted to do it in the haunt, and he figured it out. He is a very good technical guy. He also has a company called Effects to Go, where he sells a lot of effect type things for haunted attractions.
I also use that construction adhesive for icicles, says Stacy.
Yeah, because it gets, what's great about it is it's not like a silicone caulking. It gets hard. It gets very strong and rigid.
How's it going? I always like the how-to videos. This is Justin Williams, 258.
It's going well. Thank you for asking.
Can I get Silica Post Fix at Lowe's?
Fence post foam. Yes, you can. You can. If you want to order it, you can get it from Walmart.com and Amazon. Okay, so now I have that done. I'm going to move my bust forward a little bit and work under these eyes a little bit. And I'm not like painting them this color. I'm adding a little bit of this rose. I'm warming the eyes up by bringing up the temperature with color. Color has a temperature. Blue is cool. Orange is warm. And this magenta color is a little warm. But what this is going to do is this is going to remind you that there's some blood underneath this skin. So we're painting, and I'm just dabbing a little bit on every now and then. And it looks a little weird right now, but that's part of the whole paint job that's gonna just give a little more red. There's more red in our skin than you realize. And it just looks dull and lifeless unless you do this. Looks a little more alive, a little warmer. Werewolves are not undead, So that pallor that he had, I don't want that.
Let's see. We have lots of conversation going between folks, which is cool.
What are they talking about?
Each other's work and their websites or Twitter or what they're doing. And,
Cool.
Do you sell this? What do you do? And they're all kind of just networking each other. Very good.
All right. I feel pretty good about that. I don't add any color to that mask over there because it is a black and white mask. But I am going to color his eye bags with a gray. All these extra things plugged in. I have the heat gun plugged in. I don't need that anymore. And I have the Dremel plugged in. Again, I'm making sure that this has almost no paint on it. I don't want to color this gray.
Do a sculpt. Do you see it finished already, or does it come to you as you go further into it?
I have to see it finished before I start. So, something that I say during Monster Camp a lot is, you have to enforce your will upon the clay. You know what you want to sculpt. The people who start sculpting and they say, oh, well, I was going to sculpt a T-Rex, but it looked more like a dodo bird, so I made a dodo bird. They just allowed a pile of clay to tell them what to do. They could not enforce their will onto a pile of clay. That's what sculpting is. And when I get to this clay, I have to will it to be a werewolf. And I have to force it and move it until it becomes a werewolf. That's my job. As a sculptor. So I don't want it to tell me what to do. That's why we use visual reference. That's a guide. That's a place that we're headed. We're not ripping off a design from someone else. We are literally, it's a guide. It's a map. It's telling us how to get there. I've chosen ahead of time these brows. I want my werewolf to have these brows. And I find that picture. And then when I start working on this, I look at that picture of those brows and I put them in. Okay, so this guy is pretty set. I'm going to grab the black because I got to paint his nose black. And I think tonight, guys, we're going to get these painted. We're going to get these teeth painted in, and then we'll be done. I think these will be all painted and ready for hair and stuff, and that's where I'll stop for tonight. This is blackety black, black, black.
Folks are signing off, saying good night.
Good night.
I can do that with steel, but not with clay, says Jim. Oh,
You can. You can. You just haven't.
there's no weakness in the studio. Sweet rain. Do you do stuff for Dark Hour? Wait, you do stuff for Dark Hour, right? You do. Hang on a second. You do stuff for Dark Hour, right? What do you do there? If so, I need to go there when it opens this season.
I'm the director. I figure out the show we're going to do. I help make that show happen, and I direct the team in order to make the show that we want to produce. I work with the owner Lucy to figure out the show we're doing, and then it's my job to make it happen.
I've never tried clay.
Try it. And how do you know you can't do it? You might be a master and have no idea. It's easier than steel.
Puppy nose.
If I mess up, I don't have to grind it out. Now it's time for some teeth painting.
What are major trade shows? I know Transworld, but what are the others? I love walking around. I love watching walk around videos.
Transworld and MHC are the two biggest ones, easily. Midwest Haunters Convention and Transworld. If anybody else wants to pop on with some others, please do. Any other questions there, love?
Still waiting. That's awesome. Would be a cool job. I'm sure it's stressful though.
It has its moments. Does have its moments. And most of the stress of it is not from the haunt. It's You don't hire people, you hire sets of problems. You hope that the problems that they have still allow them to do the job that you need them to do.
How can I send pictures of my stainless steel roses?
Email them to me at stiltbeaststudios@gmail.com. I committed a bit of a cardinal sin here, and I need to get a tool. I got white in between the teeth. I want to leave that clear.
How many year-round staff are working on the next show?
Well, there should be 20. Whether that's marketing team, that's office stuff, that is all of it. 20 people. Costuming, tech. Yeah.
Do you have videos of your haunted house?
Go to Dark Hours YouTube page.
I don't have Michael or Scott.
Bunch of slackers.
Bunch of slackers.
Well, we're probably overworking them. I'm live so much that my normal moderators are like, whoa. All right, so those bottom teeth are hit with white. Hit these teeth. Can I ask you guys a question? And I want this is the debate that my wife and I had the other day. If you have an event that is happening, let's say in July, and something happens to that event, and you have to change the event and make it happen in September, do you say that you are pushing back the event to September, or you're pushing forward the event to September? Do you say we're pushing it back, or we're pushing it forward? Because to me, an event in July, if you push it forward, you'd have it in June, because you moved it forward, you moved it closer to you. So I say push back. My wife says push forward.
Ezekiel says Shannon's right.
Well, Ezekiel is in Australia, which we know everything is upside down.
Ezekiel sends me wine, so whatever Ezekiel says, I agree with. What got you into this kind of stuff? The masks look so cool.
I actually worked in haunted houses, and a lot of the masks at the time, you could not see or breathe out of. I decided to make my own. I'm a haunted house guy. Boy, these dogs have been sleepy for a while.
Yeah, they're going to be crazy later.
They're going to be terrors.
I would say I'm postponing the event to September, but the term you were using, I would say push back. Forward, to me, would be earlier than planned date.
Yeah. Yeah. And I get it. It's, if you look at January, no, I don't get it. Like that's a perspective that I can't understand. It's very interesting. But yeah, if you want to see me and my wife fight, this is it.
Yeah, that's
That's
about as much as we fight.
This is us fighting. Here you go.
We debate terminology
Yes.
regarding the calendar. That's some high drama right
Yeah.
there. Any gloss for those puppy noses to look wet?
Yes, but I'll do that very, very last after ears are on and hair is on and all that.
Horror Beauty, this is about as close to fighting as you're ever going to see us get. We debate wording or terminology, and that's pretty much about it. So no worries. That's about as much as we do. When did you get into Halloween?
1986.
Said you had an epic duel over cauliflower pizza.
She doesn't remember making it. She made it. Leah gave you the recipe.
Leah gave me the chicken recipe.
That's right, because we didn't like the cauliflower. That's right.
I make a lot of things.
You do.
So I'm not saying it never happened. I'm saying I do not recall ever making you.
Oh, well, there's like sometimes like a mask will pop up at a picture or something, and someone will say, you know, Alan made this or whatever, and I don't remember it at all.
Let's just say
You know,
that
I just don't remember it. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
if you came home and it was you're hungry, and I present you with glowing pride a pizza with a cauliflower crust, I better have a Whataburger for you as a backup.
Well, not if
Because
I'm on. Yes, you're right.
Excellent. You are going to look at this like I've grown two heads.
That's true.
So
I'm not a vegetable guy,
you're not a
especially
vegetable
crunchy
guy.
vegetables.
And I absolutely know that there has to be a backup for you if I try to make you something remotely healthy like
You
that.
did. It was. We're like, okay, we tried that. Let's not do it again.
I thought Alan showed a video or posted pictures of the cauliflower pizza.
I did, which is how we got the recipe from our buddy Leah.
What a burger backup. You and my wife are cut from the same cloth. Ezekiel, I like to cook, and I like to try new things. I have a more open palate at times than Alan does, but I will say this: anything I make, he will try it. Anything I cook, he will give it a shot, and he may say, "That was all right. I wouldn't order that again." You know, like ordering it from a restaurant. That tells me, okay, it wasn't his favorite. That's fine, but he will try it. Anything that I make, he will try.
Like I eat an olive like once a year to see if I still hate olives. So far, every year, yep, I hate olives. I'll just eat salt if I want an olive.
But literally, I like to create all kinds of things culinary wise. And there's some things that if I make them, I know that there's a possibility he's going to give it a shot and then say, no, I don't care for that. And that's fine. I just try to have a backup because he's hungry and I don't want him hungry. So let's see. Does Transworld only let people in that are 18 years old or older?
The age actually lowered to 13 this year, and I think that's going to stick.
Can I post my Halloween Facebook for sale group?
Sure.
Post my Halloween Facebook for sale group.
Yes.
My girlfriend makes keto fried chicken using pea protein instead of flour. Interesting. God didn't give us the salad on 1,000 hills. I don't make salad.
Yeah, I'm not a salader.
I don't make salad for Alan. I make a lot of things, and I always try to have something on this, just in case. He's not going to go hungry. There are times when we have gone to a gathering where chances were good they weren't going to have. And this is, he eats a lot less now. So used to, it was like, well, we're going to this person's house. I need to stop at Whataburger because I know they're going to have
tiny food.
tiny little dumplings or something, little something that's
Here's
not
your
gonna
4 bites of a delicious meal.
substantial enough. But he doesn't eat like that anymore. So who knows? I have an awesome recipe for pulled pork.
So does Shannon.
What was your favorite year of Transworld?
Oh, yeah. I mean, let's just say next year. Next year is my favorite year of Transworld, and any year that happens. Next year is my favorite year of haunted houses, because I'm always excited for next year. So yeah, next year. All right, so I added a little bit of white around here, some of those big facial features. to make them pop a little bit more. You see, it's a black and white paint job. There is no color in there at all. It's monochromatic. And I'm going to throw it on for funsies. Got to be careful because the teeth are wet. Everything else is dry. Teeth are wet. Masks make me happy.
Love the teeth. That was Frank Lloyd Wright's answer for favorite design. Put something on the floor to give a creepy sensation. I'm going to use peanut shells in my roach room as they walk through.
Yes, there's a company called Scare Products. They used to be called Oak Island, and they sell pecan shells. They sell pecan shells for you to put on your floor just for that very purpose.
Just be careful with peanut shells, they're a common allergen. I have a couple
Yes.
of friends that could potentially get sued for some stupid peanut allergy.
Yes, you could get sued for that. So
DJ Styles.
this guy is set. I painted teeth on him. Painted teeth on him.
Have you ever made a face hugger?
No, I don't make a lot of copyrighted things. I don't do a lot of other people's designs. Normally, I try to just do mine.
Keto chicken is really good. Look it up on YouTube and give it a try.
With pea protein? Is that what he said?
We have hundreds of pecan farms here. Easy to switch them over.
Yeah, I'd probably switch to your pecan shells. Fewer allergies to pecans.
Brian, this is yours, Buddy Geeks. Puppies, hello.
What?
Puppies. It's okay. Kojak Werewolf.
Yeah. He's a Baldo right now.
You gotta scare them dogs. Doc says, awesome job. That's Buddy Geeks.
Hooray!
Doctor Girlfriend. It helped us with shark work last night.
Yeah.
Naked Werewolf. It looks way more comfortable than a full one-piece mask.
You know what? And actually, when anything goes on a foam helmet, it just ups the comfort level. Because EVA foam, how do you shape it? With heat. So when you put it on, your body heat actually helps it conform to your head and face better.
I have a werewolf with moving jaw that I bought from Party City years ago. It's starting to crack.
You got an Animotion mask. An Animotion mask. And yes, those were a pretty flexible foam rubber. They were not foam latex. They were a foam rubber. And they have that plastic helmet inside. When you open the mouth, the lips snarl. Yeah, they're pretty good. I like them a lot. I have actually redone quite a few of them. All I can see now is this hanging out of a hoodie. So thanks for that. All right, gang. We got some werewolf stuff done tonight. We got 2 werewolves painted. I got 2 werewolves painted, and they're ready for hair. So I'll be hairing them tomorrow. I got to make top hats for gravediggers so they can go out. I have to hair these 2 werewolves so they can go out. And I have to mold this shark so Cobwebs and Candlesticks can get theirs. Wife, say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. It is amazing to me how many people stay on. Stay safe, stay home, and stay entertained, and go make stuff.